So I am thinking, waiting for game number 3, OKC against the Dallas Mavericks, and then we're gonna watch the Celtics play against the Cavaliers. So just I'm thinking what happened last night. Watching TNT, and we saw the Joker win another MVP, and just how people are talking about this whole playoffs. This year, 2024, how Ant-Man is just one of the best players out there. Brunson is also killing it, and we don't have the Steph, the KD, the LeBron, but the playoffs is still pretty good, pretty exciting. New York is bringing it. The Pacers brought it, sent home the Bucks, and it's interesting. It has been interesting so far. It's been really interesting, and of course the story, it's really Minnesota and the Knicks. I would say those are the stories right now. Minnesota are dubbed the favorites now to win it all, and the Knicks are just overcoming everything right now, and New York was just waiting for this, and it's almost like it's finally here right now. So very interesting playoffs so far, 2024. But what I really want to not ask, but just kind of like throw it out there. This is what I was thinking. Did people or this basketball world jump a little too quickly to crown the Joker as one of the greatest? Because yes, people are saying that the Joker is the greatest player from Europe over Dirk Nowitzki, and they're talking about he could be one of the greats. When it's all said and done, he's won 3 MVPs, and that was really funny last night. When he won the 3rd MVP and what Shaq had to say, and then all of a sudden, Joker. I don't even know if Shaq knew the Joker was on the other side, because I guess they didn't know who was going to win, so probably they didn't tell him anything, but they prompted, probably Ernie knew, because, out of the blue, and here is the Joker. I mean, they must have known, right? So, but I guess, Kenny, Shaq, and Chuck, they didn't know. I take it. And there was Shaq, saying what he had to say about the Joker didn't deserve it, but more, SGA deserved it more. You know what I mean? And that's what he was saying, and yada, 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 yada. And across the basketball world right now, with the way the series is going down, Minnesota against the Nuggets, people are kind of like just right now jumping on the Joker. Like, is he really one of those great players, or is he a fraud? Now, is he a fraud? Is this going to be the narrative moving forward? And if they lose in this series, is he going to be considered a fraud? Well, not a fraud, but not one of the greatest. But you understand what I'm saying, because he was considered to be like the best European player. I don't know how that came to be. I thought it was a little too premature, because Dirk has been incredible. He's had an incredible career, and I still feel like he's the greatest European that played in the NBA until now. Taking the team, winning the championship. Well, I mean, the Joker has won a championship already, but a lot of people are not talking about Jamal Murray also. Jamal being the player that he is. I heard LeBron talk about Jamal Murray, how Jamal Murray is that dude, and he's the guy that sent them home. I mean, the Joker, not taking any credit away from the Joker, but Jamal is also that dude. So, okay, so I'm not sitting over here to try to take anything away from the Joker. At the same time, I'm not trying to prop Dirk Nowitzki, and at the same time, I'm not trying to throw anything out there, but really, it is something that's got me thinking, and I'm sure it has a lot of people thinking out there. Is the Joker really that dude, or is the Joker just above average player that's pretty good, but not one of the old-time greats? Or is it just too early to say anything because he still has a career? Or maybe it's his demeanor, he's just too, I don't know, like Whatever. Don't ask me. I want to go home. I want to go ride my horses. You know, that kind of thing. Maybe that's rubbing people the wrong way because just a little adversity that he's coming. This is not a little, but it happens. It happens to the best of them. I mean, LeBron has been swept, right? In the finals. He's been swept before the finals, first round. So, come on. Was he swept? Was he swept last year? I can't even remember right now. But yeah, I mean, you understand what I'm saying? But people were now quick to jump like, oh, LeBron is not that dude and all that. But with the Joker, it seems like that's the case right now. Are people just being too hard on the Joker? Maybe because they think he doesn't deserve it and he's just getting a lot of credit? Or is it he's not that dude? He's a fraud. And people were just too quick to jump and crown him something that he's not. So what is it really? What do you think? What do you think? I mean, I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm still thinking. But I wanted to ask you, what you'll think?